welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be sitting down and we're going to be talking about all of my favorite nude lip products. I'm going to be talking about lip liners, lipsticks, as well as lip glosses. Before we get started, don't forget to upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to hear about all of my personal favorite nude lip products, then let's go ahead and get started. Now, I want to preface this whole video by saying I understand that everyone obviously has different skin tones, different skin colors and undertones and all of the above. What is a nude on me might not be a nude on you. It might either be too dark or too light, but these are all just good nude shades on me and my personal skin tone that I really genuinely love and enjoy using. They're going to be like brown nude tones, a little pinky nude tones, but all in the nude family. Don't take a shot every single time I say the word nude unless it's water. Keep hydrated. But I figured I would start off with some lip liners first. Surprisingly, I have more lip liners than any other product that I'm here to talk about, which is surprising because a couple months ago, I had like no lip liners. I didn't really ever use lip liners, didn't really think they were a necessity. And then all of a sudden I got really into them and then just went kind of wild buying nothing but lip liners. I will say though, I have essentially only nude lip liners. I have like one, maybe two colorful ones, and then the rest are nudie. And then as far as like lipsticks and lip glosses, I have like every shade under the sun. So that's probably why I have more lip liners than lipsticks and lip glosses. Like my lip liner cup back there is essentially empty now because I just want to talk about all of my lip liners because I genuinely love all of these formulas, if that makes sense. So I have three here from ColourPop I want to talk about. We are starting off with Cool BFF, and then we also have BFF, and then Ashton. Honestly, they're all pretty similar. I'm not going to lie. Let me do some swatches for you. Okay, so here we have Ashton, and then we have BFF, and then we have Cool BFF. Honestly, Ashton and Cool BFF are very, very similar, which I am super, super glad about because I love the lip liner Cool BFF. It is one of my favorites ever. That's why it's in this video. I'm talking about all my favorite nude lip colors, but Cool BFF is just one that I've really, really fallen in love with very quickly in my collection. And I've heard through the grapevine that I think it might possibly being discontinued. I have no idea, but I think it is currently sold out on ColourPop's website. So when I got Ashton in my mystery box, I was like, ooh, I'm pretty sure these are going to be really, really similar to each other. And they definitely are, if you can see. And then BFF is just a little bit warmer of a tone, but still absolutely beautiful as well. These are just good lip liners shade-wise and also formula. They just glide on, but they're not too glidey or too creamy where it's like too much, if that makes sense. It just kind of glides on your lips and it stays on for a very long time for the fact that they are very, very affordable. So I'm loving these. Alrighty, next up I have two Morphe lip liners. So these are gonna be like the OG Morphe lip liner shades that people have been talking about for years here on YouTube, and I finally decided to bite the bullet and try them a couple months back. So we have Backseat Love and Sweet Tea. Let me do swatches. So Backseat Love is a really nice nudie pink shade, and then Sweet Tea is definitely a little bit deeper of a brown, but I love pairing this Sweet Tea liner with lighter brown tone lipsticks. I've got a couple that I will be talking about in a second. I was a little on the fence about trying these because they are a wooden lip liner, and none of the other lip liners I have here have been wooden. I just kind of always assumed that wooden lip liners would be very hard and scratchy and hurt and not be creamy at all, and that is not the case with these. These are definitely super, super creamy. They, again, kind of like the ColourPop ones, just glide on your lips, and they last for a really, really long time as well. And again, they're very, very affordable. I'm loving these. So for the next one, I thought about not even including it in this video because it's unavailable right now. You can't get it. However, I'm hoping it'll get released and relaunched, and that is the KKW Beauty Lip Liner in the shade Nude 1. So KKW Beauty is going through a whole relaunch, rebrand, reformulation, all of the above. I'm pretty sure it has to do with her parent company. They like bought each other out. I don't know. It's essentially, I think, the same situation that Grande Cosmetics had to go through when she pulled all her products off the shelf and had to relaunch them. KKW Beauty, I'm pretty sure, is going through the same sort of process. So this, unfortunately, I don't think is available anymore. I will double check on her website and link it down below for you if it is, but I really don't think it is. However, I'm really hoping once they do relaunch, she'll bring her lip liners back, and I'm hoping they are just as good because this is so, so good. Again, it's in the shade Nude 1. It is like my perfect just nudie lip liner. It's not too pink, it's not too cool, too warm, too brown, nothing. It is just perfect on me. I absolutely love this lip liner. Honestly, it's probably, this one and Cool BFF are probably my absolute favorites out of all the lip liners I'm going to talk about today. And I love that Cool BFF is nice and cool, and then this one is just very neutral, very just in the middle of the road, can go with absolutely anything. Then we have one by NYX that is just chef's kiss. This is the one with the really long name. The Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and Definitely Turn On Waterproof Extreme Color Lip Liner. And this is in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. This is another kind of like YouTube OG. I feel like everyone has been talking about Nude Suede Shoes for a very long time. And again, when I decided to get into lip liners, I was like, ooh, I need to pick up that lip liner that I always hear people talking about. Also, NYX is insanely affordable, which is absolutely amazing. This is another pencil one, but it's not wooden. And this is just a really beautiful, just pinky toned sort of lip liner. It just, again, goes with a ton of my lipsticks that I own because it's a little bit more pinky. This is actually the lip liner that I have on my lips today with a couple other things I will mention throughout the video. And it just, again, glides on so nicely. It's a beautiful pink shade, but I like it. It's not too deep of a pink at all. It really is just a liner for my lips. It doesn't really add any dimension to my lips, which sometimes I want that and sometimes I don't. And today I didn't. Today I just wanted a nice, crisp, sharp line, and that's what this provides. And again, super affordable because it's NYX. And then the last lip liner I want to talk to you about today is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lip liner in the shade NB2 Noah. This is probably one of my deepest lip liners that I own. Honestly, this is probably the creamiest lip liner I own. It is just so creamy, but again, not too creamy. It doesn't glide off my lips when I'm using it. Like, it's not too creamy to where I don't have control, but it is creamy enough that it just glides on my lips so nicely, so lovely, gives the most beautiful dimension because it is a little bit deeper and darker of a lip liner. And out of all my lip liners that I own, this is the most long lasting. Like, this swatch will be on my hand. I will have to like scrub it off with my towel in a second when I'm done swatching all these because it just lingers and lasts, but in the best way possible, because you know you're gonna put it on and it's not going anywhere, baby. It'll be on there all day long. Went ahead and swatched them all next to each other for you. So we have ColourPop Cool BFF, ColourPop BFF, ColourPop Ashton. Then we have Kim KW Nude One Liner. Then we have Morphe Sweet Tea, Morphe Backseat Love, NYX Nude Suede Shoes, and then Natasha Denona Noah. I really just wanted to swatch them all next to each other so you could really see the different tones and undertones to them. You can really tell that some of them are cooler, some of them are warmer, some of them are more pinky, and honestly, I need them all in my life. I love them all so much. But next up, I wanted to talk about my lipsticks. I have 5 of them here to talk to you about. Now, I have more than that I wanted to mention, but a couple of them are just not available anymore. Smashbox Audition is one of my favorite pinky nudes ever. I love that lipstick so much, but I'm pretty sure they reformulated, and when they relaunched their lipsticks, I don't see Audition in their bullet lipsticks. They still have it in their liquid lipsticks, but not their bullet lipsticks, and I'm not sure why. Also, Grande Cosmetics Creme Brulee is a stunning light pink shade. It is beautiful. I love it on my skin tone. Anytime I need a light pink, that is my go-to. However, she obviously got rid of all of her products like we were talking about earlier with KKW Beauty, and she hasn't relaunched her lipsticks, and I don't know if she's going to, and if she does, I don't know if she'll bring back the same shades. I'm assuming she will because she brought back all the same shades in her liquid lipsticks, but I obviously don't know. And then I also really love ColourPop What's Your Sign. That is just a really beautiful, like nudie brownie sort of shade, but that was in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, and it is also not available anymore. So my favorite nude lipsticks keep getting discontinued, which I'm really bummed about. So I have 5 other ones that I also really love that are still available for you guys, so you can still check them out in case you are curious. So the first one I want to talk about is one that's going to not be a surprise at all if you've been around my channel for the past couple of months, and that is the Huda Beauty Cream Lipstick, and this is in the shade Empress. This lipstick is my perfect brownie toned light nude. It is absolutely stunning. It is her new cream formula, so it's nice and creamy and shiny and honestly beautiful on the lips. It does have like a little bit of sheen to it, but in like the best way possible. It doesn't give like too much shine to where it's a lip gloss. You can tell it's a lipstick, but it just goes on so smoothly and so nice, and it's very hydrating on the lips. I've been using it absolutely nonstop, so much so that it was in my purse during a wedding and it got completely melted and just looks honestly terrible. It's like about to fall apart. I'm scared that it's going to be ruined forever. I'm just trying to be like super, super careful with it. But even if this one gets ruined, like I would honestly repurchase it because it is so stinking good. So this next one is one that I am not sure if it's still available or not. Last time I checked on the Grande Cosmetics website, it wasn't, but I'm not sure if they're just like repackaging or reformulating. So I'll just try to breeze past this one. But this is the Grande Cosmetics and it's their Plump and Hydrate lipstick in the shade Au Naturel. So I really like this because if you can tell, through the middle, there's that white portion right there, which is supposed to be like a really nice and hydrating, almost chapsticky kind of part to the lipstick. And then on the side is the actual shade. And it is just like a really beautiful pinky tone nude that is stunning on the lips. It does have a little bit of that plumping sort of feeling on the lips, which I do not enjoy. I don't enjoy that with really any products, but for some reason, Grande Cosmetics plumping products I can handle. I don't like it, but I can like, you know, handle it and suffer through the pain for a couple of minutes. I don't think it really makes my lips look extra plump or anything like that. But again, it's more of like a shiny, sheeny formula. And because it has that middle portion, it is just super hydrating. And it's mainly the shade. I just really, really love this pinky nudie kind of shade. Then I could not talk about my favorite nude lipsticks without talking about my girl, Charlotte Tilbury. I really love her lipsticks. I have 3 or 4 of them at this point, but the one I'm going to talk about today is Kim KW. I wanted this shade forever, and I finally bit the bullet and bought it with a gift card my sister got me back in June for my birthday, and I have not regretted that decision for 1 second. It is the most beautiful peachy pinky tone nude. Oh my goodness. It's definitely the lightest of the 3 so far I'm showing you. Actually, I think it's the lightest of like all 5 that I'm showing you. And it really does have a really peachy undertone, but I think it is absolutely stunning, especially on the lips. And Charlotte Tilbury's lipstick formula is so stinking good. I think this is her kissing formula, so that is a little bit more of a hydrating formula. If you can see, it does have a tiny bit of a sheen to it, not a ton, but it does have a tiny bit of a sheen. And it's just comfortable, wears all day long, is a beautiful shade and tone, and I'm in love with this lipstick, and I am so glad that I finally purchased it after wanting it and lusting over it for so stinking long. And then the last 2 lipsticks I have to talk about are my girl Natasha Denona. I love this lipstick formula so stinking much. It's definitely the most matte of the 5 that I'm talking about. Both of them are. I have the shade Beatrice and the shade Liron. So Beatrice is just the most beautiful like pinky tone mauve nude. It's a lipstick that I have on my lips today, and then I did top it with a gloss that I will talk about in a second. This one is just, oh my gosh. It honestly looks a little bit lighter on my lips than it does right here swatched on my hand, but it is just such a beautiful nudie shade. The lip gloss that I put on top doesn't really have a ton of pigmentation, so this is pretty much the shade of Beatrice, and it's a little bit more cool tone, which I love. I love like cool tone sort of makeup on me personally. It's definitely more matte than the other 3 I've been talking about, but it still does have a tiny bit of a sheen to it, so it's a really comfortable formula. And then also I have the shade Liron, which is gonna be a little bit deeper and a little bit more brown tone of a shade. But whenever I want that like deep brown sort of nudie look for like fall looks or anything like that, this is my go-to. It is just absolutely beautiful on the lips. Alrighty, so here we have them all next to each other. We have Huda Beauty Cream in the shade Impress. Then we have the Grande Cosmetics Hydra Plump in the shade Au Naturel. Charlotte Tilbury, Kim KW, Natasha Denona Beatrice, and then Natasha Denona Liron. Again, they're all nudes, but they all have a different undertone to them. They all either are pinky or mauve or more brown tone. And again, like the lip liners, I need all of them in my life. Alrighty, and for my last category, I have lip glosses. Now, this was a little bit harder of a category. I have 5 of them, just like the lipsticks, but some of them are a little bit more sheer. They don't have a ton of pigmentation, but I just love topping them on top of these nudie sort of combinations I make with these lip liners and lipsticks I was just talking about, and it adds the most beautiful, like nudie, shiny sort of finish. So I wanted to still definitely mention them, even though they aren't super opaque, if that makes any sense. So the first one is my Tower 28, and this is their Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Oat. It is the most beautiful, just like light pink sort of shade. It definitely has a little bit of a peachy, orangey sort of undertone to it, but in a really beautiful way. Whenever I top this over my more brownie tone nudes that I've been talking about here, it just gives the most beautiful peachy shine to it. And this lip gloss formula, it is so glossy, like it says. It really is jelly. It's literally called the Shine On Lip Jelly. It really is super jelly and just lovely. I've used this in quite a few Get Ready With Me's. I will say this one emphasizes the lines on my lips a tiny bit, but that's mainly when I use it on its own. If I use it on top of a liner or a lipstick, I have that problem less. But it's just a really beautiful shade and formulation. I feel like in every single one of these categories, I have one that I was like, should I mention this? I don't know if it's available anymore. And this is the Dose of Colors lip gloss in the shade Can You Not. I don't know what's going on with Dose of Colors. I don't think it's in Ulta anymore. And when I went on their website recently, I don't think they have their glosses anymore, which is a shame because their lip gloss formula is magnificent. It is seriously such a good formula, and this shade right here is my perfect brown tone nude topper. Anytime I use a brown tone nude, or really any lipstick, you know, pairing that I make and it's just a little too dark, all I have to do is top this on top and it just gives the most beautiful nude just layer. This has been my OG, my go-to for years, and I don't know how I have some left, honestly. I use it all the time, and like I said, I don't know if this is available anymore, which is so sad because it's opaque and adds that little bit of like sheen and color to your lips, but it's not too much to where it covers up what's underneath what you have on, you know, before you apply this, and it's just glossy and shiny and smells delicious and just is a great all-around gloss formula. So hopefully Dose of Colors isn't getting rid of their glosses and they're maybe just repackaging. I'm not really sure, but I hope they're not gone forever because I love this gloss. Next up, we have a duo from Kaja. I think this is a pretty new launch from them. These are definitely the most see-through and translucent of the 5 that I'm talking about. But this is their like mini gloss shot set. They come together, and this is in the shade Milk Tea, and then we have Rosy Mocha. So here we have Milk Tea, and here we have Rosy Mocha. These are so stinking shiny, but in like the best way possible. They are stunning on the lips. I actually have Rosy Mocha over that lip combination I was talking about earlier. So NYX lip liner in Nude Suede Shoes, and then the Natasha Denona Beatrice lipstick, and then this topped on top. The Milk Tea one is definitely pretty sheer. This one definitely has a little bit more pigmentation, as you can see, but they just give the most beautiful glossy shine on top, and they really do like nude out your lips even more than they were previous to putting on the lip gloss, if that makes sense. And this formula is super comfortable. It's very high shine, if you can tell, but it's comfortable on the lips. It's not too sticky, too gloopy, nothing like that. I have been loving both of these. And then last but not least is probably my favorite lip product at the current moment. I cannot stop using this gloss. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. And it is the NYX This Is Milky Gloss in the shade Cookies and Milk. If you like cool tone makeup, and you like brownie nudes, you need this in your life. It is the most beautiful cool tone nude, and I'm talking cool tone, like almost sometimes it leans a little bit gray on me, but something about it I just love. I don't even care. I just love it on my lips. So here is a swatch of it. It really is a nice nudie, brownie, cool tone lover's dream. Anytime I top it over any sort of lip combination, it just turns it, like I've been saying, brownie, cool tone, nude. And it is just stunning. Also, the formulation is beautiful. It's a little bit thicker of a gloss, but not too thick or too gloopy or just anything like that. It is just stunning. And they're only a couple dollars because it's NYX. I want to get more shades so badly. There's like 2 or 3 other shades that I have my eye on that I'm like, ooh, I kind of want to buy you. However, I feel like the thing I love the most about this one is the shade. And the formula is good too, but it's mainly the shade. So I'm like, I don't know if I would like the other ones as much, if that makes sense. But this has been like my go-to. I literally cannot stop wearing it. Even though I don't have it on today, but I still cannot stop wearing it. So here we have them all right next to each other. So we have it Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in Oat, Dose of Colors Can You Not, Kaja in Milk Tea, Kaja in Rosy Mocha, and then NYX This Is Milky in the shade Cookies and Milk. Again, just like the other sort of lip products I've been talking about, you can really tell the different undertones and the different shades. You know what I'm gonna say? I need all 5 of them in my life. And that was it, you guys. That was my favorite nude lip products. I talked about a bunch of lip liners, lipsticks, and lip glosses that I just genuinely love on me personally and my skin tone. If you are around my skin tone and you like those sort of nudie shades as well, the pinky, brownie, sort of cool tone, you know, nudes, I think you would really like a bunch of these products. The formulations are great, the shades are great, the wear time is great. They're my favorites. That's why they're in this video. I love all of them so much. I will definitely have every one of them linked down in the description box below in case you want to check them out. I will also have all of the makeup that I have on my face today listed and linked down below for you as well in case you are curious. Let me know down below what your favorite nude product is. I definitely want to branch out and try more. Even though I love all these so much, I am never opposed to trying more nude products because 9 times out of the 10, I have a nude lip product on at any given time in my life. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet and hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.